Hey, it's Dan Lear, and I'm excited to share this information with you. For those of you who are seeing this for the first time, my name is Dan Lear. I am a amyloidosis patient, AL amyloidosis, cardiac amyloidosis, and of course, I'm a patient advocate. And I'm just so excited. I just wanted to share this information. I just returned from Madrid, Spain, where I went out there with what's called the Collaborate Group, Collaborate 2025 in Madrid, Spain. And this group consisted of 60 advocates, a couple patients, all in the rare disease space, not just amyloidosis, but all types of rare diseases. And you may or may not know this, but there's over 6,000 rare diseases. And it's amazing when you think about that. For those of us who have amyloidosis, I know that I've felt like this before, meaning like, feeling so bad and so tired and just run down. And, nobody knows it. Nobody can look at me and say, oh, he's got a disease. But there's 6,000 diseases out there. So I should say 6,000 rare diseases out there. So there's people all around we see every day that are walking around with these silent diseases that we don't know what's going on with them, how they feel, what kind of issues or obstacles they have to deal with. So as a rare disease patient, I can totally relate with that. And wow, it was just, it breaks my heart to think about that. But at the same time, it warms my heart when I see what's going on around the world to help move the Rare Disease Initiative forward. So again, we had 70 people from around the world, from 30 different countries come in and basically give updates. And we've been working on this. I've been with this group for close to 2 years now, and that was our fourth meeting, I believe. So this particular meeting was focused on two things. We're on two initiatives right now. Number one is early diagnosis, and number two is creating access for everybody to get treatment if and when they need it. So, I mean, all of you know, if you have a rare disease or you're an advocate, you know how important early diagnosis is. In my world, the amyloidosis world, I mean, early diagnosis is everything. Most people, I should say, most people that get amyloidosis, unfortunately, are not diagnosed early, and they have a shorter than expected lifespan. And other people who don't get diagnosed when they have it, they run out of time very quick. So early diagnosis is the key. I was really lucky because I was a former athlete and I was always in touch with my body. So I knew that something was going down. And that's why I was so just so nonstop and resilient about getting care, because I had 3 cardiologists tell me that, you're okay. You just have congestive heart failure. First of all, I don't know why I had it. And number 2, they couldn't tell me either. So I knew something was up. The second thing we focused on, which I already said, was access to care. And so there's some amazing things that I learned, and not necessarily good things, but I'm speaking for myself, of course, because I live in the US and I think about getting health care, and the only thing I know is the US. So I know that if I want health care, I can find it. I can get it. Now, whether I get the right doctor who's educated in my area of disease, I don't know, but I can keep looking. And I assume that's kind of the way it works everywhere, but not so much. There's different types of healthcare systems. There's underdeveloped countries. And so I remember, I'll give you a couple of highlights that I remember from the event. A woman, an advocate, came up from Colombia. And when we were talking about access to care, she talked about how doctors in Colombia won't go out to visit patients in rural areas. Because sometimes in rural areas, people don't have the proper transportation. So it's not uncommon for doctors to actually make house calls in Colombia. But they will not go out to the rural areas because so many doctors are getting unalived. So that is just kind of blew my mind that there's so much, I don't know what you want to say. I assumed it was because of the cartels or whatnot. I didn't get a chance to ask her, but anyway, that was just mind blowing. And also, we had an advocate from Nicaragua come up there, and sickle cell is a huge, huge problem there, huge problem. And so access to care went into another category in Nicaragua because they still have different beliefs about disease and what it might mean. So they have the belief, not everybody, but many people in Nicaragua, if they're having symptoms of a disease, they actually think that it might be witchcraft, like they've been cast a spell from somebody and they're working through the spell. And so the numbers that she shared with us were just staggering. For instance, if 150,000 babies are born in Nicaragua, only 50,000 of them will actually make it past 5 years because of sickle cell. And that just broke my heart. So consider ourselves very lucky here in the United States, and I know I do. But so those are just some interesting facts that I picked up from the Collaborate event. Overall, it was a 2-day conference. We had incredible presenters. We had working groups. We split up, talked about initiatives, brainstormed, came up with action strategies, presented the action strategies, and then we move on them during the slow times, or should I say during the off times when we're not meeting. So we meet twice a year, one domestically and one internationally. And in between, we're working and moving the ball forward in the areas of our focus. So it was an incredible event. A lot of progress was being made. Met a lot of great people, built some relationships, and just learned a whole lot about the rare disease space. So I was very blessed and fortunate to be able to actually give a presentation. So I'm going to show you a quick image from me that someone took a picture of here. See if I can pull this bad boy up. Let's see. Yep, there we go. There's an image of me doing the presentation, and obviously I'm not excited or anything, but they got me in full motion there. So I talked about tools to help people through the rare disease game, so to speak. I wrote a book, David Gusick and I wrote a book called The Rare Disease Playbook. And I took 8 different tools out of that playbook and shared it with the group to help them in whatever capacity they needed. So like, for instance, it's for advocates. It was targeted for patients, advocates, healthcare professionals, and even pharmaceutical sales professionals, because it was actually written because of my basketball background. Because when I realized that when I had the rare disease and I was working through it, some of the tools, mostly psychological tools that I built during my college sports days, really helped me along the way. Resilient, overcoming adversity, staying positive, teamwork, those kind of things. So all those things actually are applicable to whether you're a patient, an advocate, a pharmacy sales professional, or a healthcare provider. So we wrote the book to help everybody, because we all work better as one. So it was a great presentation. I loved it. We got them up, we got them excited, and gave them some things to think about. So I felt really blessed that I was able to contribute as well. I just think my highlight personally was just meeting all the amazing people and learning about their culture, learning about some of their issues, their challenges, and how blessed we really are in the U.S. I mean, let's face it, rare disease is not a great thing. It's not a fun topic to talk about, but I feel blessed that we have healthcare and access to care to help those people that have rare diseases. So I consider myself very blessed as a patient, and now as a patient advocate. I just feel very blessed to be here in the U.S. So anyway, that's the update on the amyloidosis front. All is well. I'm feeling pretty good and moving forward. Number one is mindset, staying positive, thinking about good things, thinking about healing, thinking about recovering, and always staying optimistic. And number two is taking care of my body, doing the fundamentals. That's one of the strategies in the book, the fundamentals, the fundamentals for success. My fundamentals would be eating well, making sure I'm getting the right rest, showing up for my doctor's appointments, asking the right questions, and getting myself prepared to win. So that was amazing. So anyway, thank you so much. That's my message. Please share with anybody in the rare disease space or the amyloidosis space. And if you have any questions, you can always hit me here on X or on Facebook. My name's Dan Lear. You can reach me at www.danlear.com. That's my business website, and you can reach me through there, or dan@danlear.com. That's DANLIER.com. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have an amazing day.